Hello, everybody. This is Jack from the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and we have a non-Senators trade that I want to go over. I did this last year with the Jonathan Huberdeau Uyghur Kachuk trade, and we got a big, huge, gigantic three-team blockbuster involving the Penguins, Canadiens, and the San Jose Sharks. So we're going to go over it right now. From the Pittsburgh Penguins, acquire Erik Karlsson at $1.5 million retained, so he's going to go to Pittsburgh with a $10 million cap hit. Prospect Dylan Hamluke and a 2026 third-round pick. And from Montreal, they get Rant Pitlick, who carries a $1.1 million cap hit. The San Jose Sharks acquire Mike Hoffman from the Montreal Canadiens at a $4.5 million cap hit. Mikael Granlund from the Penguins at a $5 million cap hit. Jan Rutta at a $2.75 million cap hit. And a top 10 protected first in 2024. The Canadiens acquire Jeff Petrie from the Penguins, 25% retained. That's going to be $4.68 million. Goaltender Casey DeSmith at $1.8 million. Prospect Nathan Laguerre and a 2025 second round pick. So, again, this is like one of the bigger trades you're ever going to see. Again, 9 players, 12 assets involved in this deal. That is like ginormous. And there you go. Montreal was the team that was going to help facilitate the trade. And I didn't think it was going to be this big with you. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to break this down from all 3 of these teams' standpoints. So the Penguins get Erik Karlsson to help bolster that offense on the blue line with Chris Letang. And then they get a third rounder. And then Rant Pitlick, who's a good bottom 6 forward for them. They can definitely use that to help them out. And they get rid of some really bad contracts. In fact, they get rid of every single one except for Jeff Carter. That is absolutely unreal business by Kyle Dubas right there. So, Pittsburgh does really well here. Montreal. I like what they do. Obviously, they get Jeff Petrie back. We'll see what happens with him. But they're only carrying 75% of his contract. So, to be quite honest with you, that's not that bad. They get Casey DeSmith, and I wonder if that's the end of Jake Allen in Montreal. Probably. Or maybe Casey DeSmith gets flipped, and I highly doubt that, but you never know. They get a prospect, and then they get a second in 2025. So it's not bad, but here's the bad out of the Sharks. Mike Hoffman, a very terrible contract. He's got 1 year left, so it's not the end of the world. You get Mikael Granlund, who's got 2 years left. Jan Rutta, who also has 2 years left, I believe. And then only a 2024 first. That's probably going to be a mid to late pick. This is a trade that can get a GM fired, in my honest opinion. A lot of people were laughing at what the Sens got for Karlsson back in 2018, and look how that aged. Talk about this return for a guy that won a Norris Trophy. You get 3 bad contracts at a first-round pick that's going to be a mid to late first-round pick. Dude, Mike Grier could get fired for this, man. This is absolutely bizarre and absolutely disgraceful. The San Jose Sharks, with all their trades that they've made, even with Timo Meier, prioritizing quantity over quality, the only piece they got good in that deal was Fabian Zetterlund, and that's all. Absolutely garbage business by Mike Grier and the San Jose Sharks, and dude, that trades like those get a GM fired. I can't even believe it. Pierre Dorian, when he made that quote-unquote bad trade for Karlsson, or when he traded Karlsson in 2018 and people said it was bad, how about you look at this trade? How about you look at the Timo Meier trade? This is pure incompetence, and the Sharks are not competing whatsoever. The only thing they're competing for is a first overall pick. So, again, I don't think this is a great return for the Sharks, and the only good thing they do out of this is only retain $1.5 million, because it seemed like they had to retain at least 30% to try to get Karlsson to Pittsburgh at a decent cap hit for the Penguins. So, Mikael Granlund, brutally disappointing. Jan Rutta, brutally disappointing. Mike Hoffman, bad contract. We know what kind of the shenanigan is with him. And then the first round pick that's not even going to be a great pick in my honest opinion. Again, this is my initial reaction to this. I think this is a huge dub for the Pittsburgh Penguins. I like this trade for the Canadiens. I'm not going to call them a huge winner here, in my honest opinion, although I do like what they get. And then the San Jose Sharks are huge losers in this trade. for getting back. They couldn't even get like Ty Smith or P.O. Joseph like that. Like, if you get guys like that, then I can somewhat understand it for you. But you're getting 3 bad contracts and a mid to late first round pick. That is brutal. That is a garbage trade for the San Jose Sharks. So we'll see what happens in the future with these players. I wonder what might happen with Jeff Petrie and Mikael Granlund. Whether anything happens with them. Do they get flipped, bought out? Although I highly doubt it. But let's see what the future holds for a couple of those players under the bad contracts. For now, this is Jack from the Ottawa Senators Outlook, and Go Sens Go.
Thank you for watching this presentation of the Ottawa Senators Outlook. For more of this podcast,